Honestly, where do you start with a match reaction to that? Valencia 2, Manchester United 1. Man United go through to the Champions League knockout stages, but we limped over the line, dragged ourselves over the line. An absolutely abysmal performance from Manchester United. And the worst part about it is it's not at all surprising, and it's not the first time we've seen that sort of performance from Man United this season, but we've gone and seen it again on a night where we could have topped the group. You know, we even nearly topped the group towards the end when Juan Mata missed that chance after a wonderful pass from Paul Pogba. But overall, that 90 minutes was just atrocious. And it really sums up Manchester United right now. It's not a hyperbole. It's just another example of how far we've fallen as a football club, because the club is a complete and utter mess. Off the pitch, on the pitch, at the top of the club, at the bottom of the club. It's just another example of where Manchester United are right now. That game there, let's not forget what Valencia's season is going like so far. 15th in La Liga. Nobody scored less goals than Valencia have this season. They were booed off by their own fans at the last home game. They just had the most wonderful performance against United. They probably wish they could play United every single week, and I wouldn't blame them. Because Marcus Rashford's cameo aside, did any player play well in that game? You know, I could really go in on individuals, and I'll go in on one individual, but everybody was just shit. Fred was given an opportunity tonight. I think he lost possession 4 or 5 times, certainly involved in the goals in the wrong direction. Poor performance from Fred. Pogba, a game where you're thinking he can take it by the scruff of the neck, been dropped for the last games against Arsenal and Fulham. This is his chance to really re-establish himself ahead of Liverpool. No, the game largely passed him by. And let's not talk about that miss that he had, regardless or not it was offside. But Phil Jones and that back fucking four. Marcus Rojo taken off at half-time rightly. And he's not a left-back. He never has been a left-back. His best position, if he's anywhere, is left centre-back. And Mourinho doesn't trust him enough to play him there. But Phil Jones, wow. Culpable for both goals. Second one, he scored it, so of course he's culpable. But Phil Jones, man, still starting games for Manchester United. So is Ashley Young. So is Antonio Valencia. We were pissed off about this 4 years ago, and we're still having the same arguments. And that's the issue with United right now, is we're having the same fucking conversation every week or every couple of weeks. In between a decent performance like Fulham, we revert to character. And tonight, you know, this team and this squad reeks of complacency. Reeks of it. Had tonight been a game like Liverpool-Napoli, where United had to win or go out and do something, there may have been an ounce of intensity in that squad. But there wasn't. And there wasn't. United didn't give a fuck about that game. From the first minute, right, even only Rashford and Lingard came on and made a bit of a difference going forward, because they had genuine movement and they fucking move. Other than that, I'm struggling to find any positives from the game, but I'm piss bored of being angry about it. It's come to an acceptance stage that you just accept and expect United to play like that against opposition, no matter how poor they are. 15th in the Liga, as I said, are still going to turn us over. And now we've got to go and play Liverpool next. Anfield away, hardest game of the season. With that team, we're going to get fucking steamrolled. Absolutely steamrolled. Obviously, it's a completely different team in the sense that there's a lot of changes, but the attitude we saw there is the exact same attitude that we see pretty much every week with our strongest starting 11. And our strongest starting 11, the back four, sod knows who's going to play against Liverpool. But Phil Jones can't play after that performance. Marcus Rojo probably can't play after that performance. Antonio Valencia certainly shouldn't play after that performance. And Eric Bailly, again, was a bit of a hothead, but he always is. I don't know what to say anymore that hasn't been said already, and to not bang the same drum about Jose Mourinho, because he's certainly at fault for setting this team up and getting the players' attitudes wrong, because they all look disheartened. So Mourinho's at fault for that. Ed Woodward's at fault for not backing Mourinho in the summer with the centre-back that he wanted. Yes, we signed Fredens a lot, but our manager was undermined by our board, and that set the tone for this season. Don't ignore that. Mourinho's to blame, Woodward's to blame, and the fucking players to blame as well, man. So many players tonight, just abysmal performances. They didn't give a shit about it. And it's just a sign of the times at Manchester United that we've seen another performance like this against an opposition where we really should be winning the game. And instead we're getting not just turned over, but we have to wait 70 minutes to get a shot on target. We're just getting humiliated in these games. It really is a case of humiliation now. And the club, I've said it so many times, the club really is a total mess. I don't know where to turn from here, but see what happens in January. Maybe we'll sign a new centre-back. Maybe things would improve in the second half of the season. But right now, between now and January the 1st, I don't know what to expect from United. And I certainly am not looking forward to playing Liverpool on Sunday. But let me know what you think about the game in the comments below. Was there a man of the match for me? Obviously, it's Rashford coming on, and thank fuck he kept his form because we need him to just play out of his skin against Liverpool. But for me, the overriding feeling and thought of tonight is that I've seen that exact performance 4 or 5 or 6 times already this season, and I'm not surprised by it. I'm not angry about it anymore. I've just grown to accept it. And that's the worst part of it all.